Okay, hello, it's Janice Baylor from Fleurs. I'm back here again for part 2 of the August trunk sale review of inventory. I'm just going to kind of quickly flip you through what I have in this section, and other sections will be linked so that you can go see other things that you're interested in. I'll try to do a good job like titling what it is kind of that's shown in that particular video for you to quickly review what you're interested in, or you can watch all of them and get a full look at everything that I have right now and things that I've made past and very recently. So I think in this video we'll do some of the things on this top shelf. So pillows, table runners, art quilts, and I also have kits and little pouches and some smaller things. And then in the last section, I'll go through the quilts and the blankets. I already did the ornaments and those kinds of things in a previous one, so check it all out. I love to do the August sale. I don't have like a ton of time in August. I'm usually hanging with the kids, getting ready for them to go back to school and kind of just take a break. But I really get back into it in the fall, and winter, of course, is a great time to sit inside and sew. So I, like to clean out my inventory. I only have limited space in my room, so it's a great opportunity for you and for me. So I recently, to get it kicked off, we'll go ahead and start with the thing that's on top. I recently finished this eagle quilt. Art quilt. It's got American flag backing and a nice tab for hanging up, and it actually hung in the Pennsylvania State Capitol building for 2 months as part of an art show, which was really exciting and very fun. That is a good size if you're looking for a pretty cool art quilt, if I do say so. And I don't know where the other art quilts are here at the bottom. And I have a couple of other creative pieces. I have this fun one that I did just with like a bunch of funky piecework and a little bit of yarn and embroidery floss, and just kind of like a cool hanging art piece. It says, "Don't step on the flowers," and just has like a bunch of stitches and fun patchwork, just kind of like a funky little hanging art piece with a tassel. There's that one. I have this shine block with hedgehogs, which would be a really cute piece to hang up in a child's room, perhaps. I have one more of these dream catchers with a vintage lace sienna type print, actually done by my friend, and then a bunch of funky tassels and some of those fabric feathers with a little bit of stuffing in for some 3D. I have this guy that I did a long time ago. It's like quite a lot of little details of daisy embroidery on a flag. And then I could add, or you could ask to have a initial added in there if you would like that detail. Pretty little flag banner. I have this funky sword that has like a crane that I just kind of freehand pieced, and all of the letters I just kind of did with improv piecing. I think it's kind of neat. I love these little inspirational ones. They're really my favorite ones to work on. And speaking of inspirational, I have the Live Your Love story that has some inking and these that someone that I love on YouTube, Victoria Marie Designs, she calls them potty people. I love that, but there's some potty people there, and Live Your Love story is just kind of like a, embrace all types of families, right? It's love is love. So there's that one. And Make Your Mark with a little feather and an ink bottle spilling the words out. I think that one's really cute, like the stitching on that one. And again, experimenting with some mixed media. I have this Change the World by loving, becoming, valuing, respecting yourself. And I like the message of that one with a little globe print. That was like hand stamped ink that I did with different stencils and foam letters, and then some hand cut words as well. It's all pieced from an original design. I also have this smaller one that is kind of a funky little shape as part of a star project that I did a while ago. It has a little pocket there. You could tuck something in if you want, and again, a little corner there. So if you have an Instax camera and you like those, you could fit that in there and tuck the corner up there. And it just said, "I shall love you always, always, always." Really pretty star pieced art quilt. I have a bunch of table runners from a pattern that I designed. This one's got kind of like a veggie and this kind of like grunge inspired prints, like nice and garden. They're nice and long. They're almost as tall as I am for your tabletop. I have that one in the veggie print, one for like Thanksgiving or Halloween that has these little crows and gourds and is more of a like fall inspired palette. That one's not quite as long. It has a black floral on the back. Really pretty. That one. I also sell the pattern for this as well if you'd like to make it with your own. It's the Woven Trellis Table Runner, and it also comes with a mat and placemat pattern as well. This one's like the cotton blossoms. And then I have them in this periwinkle color with Lotta Jansdotter fabric, which I really love her hand-stamped design of the berries and the like lined leaves, along with the little black and white plus. So these are nice and long. It fits almost, you know, I mean, I'm not a super tall person, but probably like 55 or so inches. If you have a nice dining table, it fits like a, you know, 6 to 8 seater kind of deal. And then I have it in the aqua as well. Very pretty. All of those. And again, that's from the original pattern. And then going along with that, I have a few, oh wait, I have one for Halloween too. That is a bunch of mishmash. Now you can't quite see the pattern as much here, but I kind of like that. It's very patchworky in all orange and Halloween inspired prints, black and white. Like that one, it's cool. If you're somebody that really loves to deck out for Halloween, I tried to use up a bunch of Halloween fabrics the one year that I had, and I made this set of sort of patchworky placemats. There's a set of 4 of those that you get. Each one is different with coordinating fabrics though. They all go together. You could get that whole set. There is a little casserole hot pad or a smaller one if you just have a small table and you just want a little pop of Halloween holiday fun on there. Or maybe put out like a candy bowl. This would be great to put out like candy bowl on. This one has the ghosts and the pumpkins as well as some arrow prints. So I have several of those to choose from. And then I have one for kind of more of like the holidays, or if you just like vintage patterns. This one has like little vintage drinking glasses and the cherry print. I must have had it cut from some of the other things I showed you earlier. I usually work like that. Like I'll use something up once I have it out because I don't like to put stuff back. I want to get new stuff. I have this one that I call the Spark Table Runner, and it's nice and thin. It would be great if you had just like a little sideboard that you wanted a pop of holiday front on, and it's in mint with that vintage glasses as the focal point. I have some little pot holders that are a little bit like winter inspired with these cute little, what are they called? Like the snow globes. They're snow globes that you shake them up and then have snow. There's 2 different designs of those. I am going to make kits for that too at some point in the future. I just didn't get around to it. And then I think that's all of those things. So I also have some pillows or pillow covers. This one's just a cover. It has the nice envelope in the back with a cute little lamb and this hand-pieced quill on it. And I have one that's a little bit more funky with the embroidery applique and like a really fun bright background. I like this one. Again, that's just a envelope pouch cover that you can slip over your own insert. I don't really mail inserts unless I pre-stuff them. Like this one is pre-stuffed. It's got beads on this fun little tree and Merry Christmas in hand stitching with a fun vintage fabric on the back. Just because it adds a lot of bulk and then you're paying for fluff, which you can go buy. I have these couple of little animal pillows, nice and simple, would be really cute for a kid's room. Those are hand cut little felt applique with some embroidery details on those. I have this one last one. I used to have a set, but I sold one of these rainbow embroidery pillows on like this natural muslin and with a cool like vintage button detail in the center. Hand embroidered lumbar pillow with some embroidery detail there, and this little guy with some sparkly stitches, just kind of cute accent pillows. And I have these last of the Kid You Will Move Mountains. This one has a purple minky back, navy minky back, and this one is a smaller size with purple minky back. Those are the last three that I have of that. I have this one, it has my stuffed insert in it that I keep for displaying. This is from my Shattered Squares pattern that I have for sale. You can make a pillow or you can use it to make the quilts. This one I used, it was a tester for that quilt pattern. I like the blues and like the vintage fabrics on there. I have one Christmas tree skirt that I made with like a brick print and a bunch of different holiday fabrics. It's just open, you slide it around at the bottom. The back has different piecings on it with vintage fabrics as well. It has a mix of newer fabrics, some batik, there's like mushrooms, there's some geometrics, here's a cotton and steel, and some sparkly, so it's gray, silver, red, black, a whole bunch of just really pretty pieces that are one of a kind. I made myself one similar that matches with the quilt that I used during Christmas. So if you're looking for a nice quilt for under your tree. And then I have the fun little chicken pouch that I made a long time ago. Really cute, and it comes with a little pennant banner set, kind of farm style, and uses the denim, the check, the cow print, and the chicken print. This is a really cute little play set. And it also has a little chicken that goes in the basket that I cut out of one of these, this fabric, and then stitched around it. And that will be included, but it's probably tucked in with the ornaments. Then I have two sets of gauze baby blankets left. This one has a fox print and then a cute little plaid in the orange. So I have two different sets of those left. Oh, here's the chicken. There it is. See, a little chicken. Then I have some drink koozies, or what I'm calling beverage blankets, you know, again, problem with your drinks sweating. And also it's great for if you're having company and you want everyone to know their beverage. They're each one of a kind, even though they use like coordinating prints in that particular set. This one is more of like a nautical theme, and it has just a slight stretch to allow it your standard like soda can or beer can size to fit in. So these are the nautical ones. And then there's the kind of rosé print ones in pinks and oranges. I have 3 different card sets that used up little scraps of quilt fabric that I thought was too cute to toss. So I stitched them onto some cards, and then they're blank on the back. I'm not going to open the package up, but there's good pictures on the website. I have some of my very last zipper pouches that are left. This one has stars in there and a deer print in mint. I have one that is the mermaids, ladybugs, coral deer, and each one of these is just like funky little patchwork, using up leftover pieces of stuff that I had around the shop because I don't like to waste, and they're just fun. Then they're just like super unique. You can't go and get this anywhere else. So that's what makes it fun. And then I have a couple of larger size just with the little Velcro closure. So you can slip something in here. This one used up a vintage apron that I had to cut the pieces off. It was just like so pretty. And then I hand covered these buttons to match in the fabric. And I have one in mermaid and like ocean theme. These fit like a small like e-reader thing. Just two of my little travel notebook things left. They have a spot for note papers, a pencil or pen. You can slip your passport in here and ticket if you still print that out, and little small change or something on that side. It's a little zipper pouch. There are two different versions of that. One has the fox, one has more the roses. Comes with a pencil. And I have two little cute purses with a pleat detail and fabric buttons. This one is the little sailor. Very cute size for like a little girl, or if you just like that really cute dainty vintage look. I mean, it does fit an adult, and that is sweet. And a little loop just holds the button closed. So if you're really into that like vintage sailor, and it says fun things like I don't give a ship, hello sailor, down the hatch. It's very cute. I have two of those, they match. And I have one in like this cool graphic apple and pear print with a green liner. And then I have two little pouches that I thought could be used for dog treats. So you could, or like bags, you can clip them onto your belt or something else. There's two snaps up there and then a fold over pocket, and it's that PLU fabric, so it's wipeable, wipe out of it, and they're just in this sailor print. Oh, and I've started selling different patterns and kits. I'm trying to point those out as I go. I hope to be adding more selection of that to my offerings in the future, as well as writing more tutorials and doing more video tutorials. So kind of sign up for the newsletter if you want to stay connected and be notified of when those things start hitting. But I have been making a lot of kits that are based off of just making a really simple patchwork coaster set. So this is a set of 4. You can buy this. It comes with a little handmade wooden tag for you too, and I have a free tutorial for this, and I also have each kit that you order comes with a direction sheet. So if you're new to sewing or you want to get someone into sewing, this is a great beginner project. You can even do them with a hand needle, not overwhelming. Everything's cut for you, and all of the pieces are ready to go. It includes the stuffing. All you need is a needle and thread or a sewing machine. And so I have them in a bunch of different sizes, or not sizes, they're all the same size, colors, and they're packaged and ready to go. Some of them are more simple selections. Some of them get quite creative. I do use recycled packaging, so you'll notice that that's not all the same. I try to reuse what I can, where I can. And you can check all of these out. They also make a great gift. Like I said, if you know of somebody that kind of has everything, maybe looking for a new hobby, and that way they can have some great directions to start and maybe hang out with me and learn more. So thanks for joining me for the second part of the videos about the whole Le Rue de Fleurs stock, and I will be doing the final part where I'll talk about all of the blankets and quilts coming right up. And you can check out the first video to get to see the full inventory before the sale, August 16th through the 31st of 2021.